J Sound.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sade, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title, today I'm working with a company called Nirvananour, and it is a black-owned company. I was sent over the pure coil texture, so I'm just gonna do a little cameo so you guys can see what my curls are looking like. They look good, right? I know. Anyways, yeah, so this is a company owned by a woman named Melissa, and she was so kind enough to reach out to me and ask me if I wanted to try her you know, pure coil texture. Before I get into this video, I do want to mention that this hair is raw hair from a single donor that has been steam processed to achieve the curl. So in essence, it's not raw hair in its textbook definition, but it is raw hair in the sense that it is going to maintain the same duration of time, and it is going to perform just as well, except the only thing that is different is the steam processing with no chemicals or no additives or anything like that to make sure that you can have the desired curl and whatnot. But let me just let you guys know a few things. They offer a few different textures, and one of the textures that is a little bit tighter than this is the soft Kinks, I believe, and that is the pinky sized ringlets. And the ringlets that I have, which is the pure coil texture, are the regular finger styled coils. Sorry if that like kind of sounds a little confusing, but that is the difference between this curl and then the curl that is a little bit of a tighter texture. But yeah, so let's get into, you know, my breakdown of the hair and whatnot. Starting with the longevity. So the longevity for this hair that I expect is well past 2 years, 2.5 years at the very most, because again, it is raw hair that has been steam processed only to achieve, you know, the desired curls and whatnot. But at the end of the day, the essence of the hair and how it will perform is like raw hair. So, you know, you just make sure that you maintain it. You use good conditioners that have a good slip and actually condition the hair. You don't want to strip the hair too much, so I would try to stay away from like super cleansing shampoos. And I would also like to mention that you probably won't need a shampoo that is as stripping, because the way that raw hair works is it takes kind of a while for build up to kind of, you know, saturate the hair. So you can go well into 2 weeks without washing the hair. Now, I wouldn't exactly recommend it, but you can go 2 weeks without washing the hair and the hair will still have, it won't have luster, but it will still look natural, you know, and it won't give you any issues. Like, you won't feel like you have to fight with the hair to make sure that it performs. Like, you'll be able to wash it in those 2 weeks if you wait that long, and the hair will bounce right back. So don't be like me, because I had this hair installed, like I said, for a month, and I washed it when I first got it. I washed it 2 weeks ago, and then I just washed it last night. I diffused it and stuff like that, because, you know, it's cold outside, so, you know, I had to, you know, just make sure that I wasn't going outside with a wet or damp scalp or anything of the sort, or unit per se. But yeah, so you don't have to use anything super cleansing. I use silicone mix because I just wanted to make sure that there was, you know, supreme curl definition and stuff like that. And then I also went in with the Just For Me Natural Hair Nutrition. I love this stuff. It smells so good. I know that this is for kids, but it works so well, and it smells, oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Every time that I wear this, like, people always ask me, like, oh, like, what do you have in your hair? And depending on who the person is, because I don't know, it seems kind of silly to be like, oh, I got Just For Me in my hair, and as a grown adult, but it's just for me. It's just for me. Yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is the pricing. So the price figure is gonna be annotated right here, and it is gonna be in the description box down below. But I do know that this hair is well over, I would say, the $300 range, depending on the bundles you decide to get. So between the $300 to $400, $500, $600 range and stuff like that, depending on how many bundles you get, how long they are, so on and etc. and stuff like that. Personally, I do think that this hair is a great investment, especially if you're looking for good quality raw hair. Well, raw hair that is steam processed gently to, you know, have like a nice curl texture and stuff like that. and also if you want hair that is gonna last a long while. So I know, again, this is probably not for the average consumer, or you know, people who are in college, or like freshmen in college or anything like that, or just kind of like starting entry level jobs. This is more for like the mature woman. This is more for someone who their funds are like right and tight, or someone who actually like saves and likes to invest in good hair purchases and things of the sort. So the next thing I want to talk about is the smell. There was an amazing smell on this hair. When this hair came, it smelled freaking amazing. It smelled like she lathered it in like a really good quality conditioner. I have used lots of conditioner from Aussie, from Tresemme, from Giovanni. Like, is that how that's pronounced? Doesn't matter. I don't know what she used on the hair when she sent it to me, but all I know is it smelled literally amazing, and that is not something that I commonly find in hair that is sent to me. I think only one other time have I gotten hair that has smelled like actually really good. So that was like, again, 3 gold stars, like literally amazing. I loved the way that the hair smelled, and it made the process of like wanting to like really make this video and like, you know, make this wig like very enjoyable. Not because I could just smell the hair, but I could tell that the owner really cares about what she's sending to her customers. And also just knowing that she's black, it's like, yeah, it's like, please care about what you send to your customers. Like, totally appreciate that. So there is that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the color. So as mentioned, this hair does come in 4 different colors. Most of this hair, I would say, is maybe a 1B, but my bundle on the top is probably a 2. You probably can't tell on the camera, but when I step into the sun and stuff like that, the hair definitely looks a little bit more brown. Had I paid more attention, I definitely would have went with the 4 color and then rinsed the hair so that it could be more of like a spice kind of color. But honestly, I'm still very impressed with it and stuff like that, and I do feel that this hair would color very well, although I'm not going to take my chances because I love the curl texture so much that I don't want to disturb it. And I think that goes into the next thing I want to talk about, which is the texture. The texture of this hair is 10 out of 10 bomb. 10 out of 10 bomb. And it's not just about the way that the hair looks. I think it's also, to me, the way that the hair has performed, even in the times that I haven't like washed it or like catered to it. The texture never, like the curls never really seem to drop. They never like, you know, flatten or like wave out. And at first I was concerned that that's what the curls were gonna do, especially after I washed it. And even though I know that like when I wash curly hair, it kind of gets more straight and like more noodle-esque, I thought that it was gonna kind of wave back up instead of give me like ringlets, I guess you could say. But no, this hair literally has like ringlets, and I really appreciate that. So this texture is really amazing. It even holds up when you don't like refresh the curls per se. Like, it still looks like curls and not like, you know, just droopy and stuff. So I would say if you're looking for hair that is gonna perform, is gonna last, and is gonna maintain its texture, so far I would say yes, like 100%. The next thing I want to talk about is the shedding and the tangling. I did not experience almost like barely any shedding and barely any tangling. The only time that I experienced a little bit of shedding and tangling was in the very beginning when I was undoing the weft, because the curls were so interlocked and stuff like that. But other than that, I have not experienced any shedding or tangling, or any like anything excessive. I haven't experienced any excessive shedding or tangling. Okay, so following after that, I'd like to talk about the shipping. The shipping was standard, so I really don't have too much to say about that. As mentioned many times before, oftentimes with companies that are US based, or black owned, or just, you know, independently owned and not like vendors from China, their shipping is going to be standard. I think I got this hair once this hair was like back in stock, because like I said, you know, it's hard to kind of come across this kind of hair. So I'm pretty sure business is doing very well for my good sis Melissa, because it's very hard to come across like good raw hair and stuff like that. So once this hair was restocked, from the first time that we had even initially spoke about the collaboration, when she finally told me and I had like agreed to it, and then she finally told me like, okay, I'm gonna be sending the hair out, I think there was like a week's time, and then I got the hair like a week later. So we spoke about the collaboration and I had agreed. She was waiting for the hair to come in stock. The hair came in stock, and then I got the hair a week later, which is fine with me because I am literally doing a bunch of different videos. I always have a bunch of things to do and stuff like that. So, you know, honestly, I feel like if you're not someone who's doing like a collaborative effort, you should get your hair in a week's time, as long as, you know, whatever it is that you're purchasing is in stock. And then the very last thing that I want to talk about is the service. So the service has been good. I have no issues or complaints with Melissa. She has been extremely patient with me because I have literally tried to film this video several different times. My other camera, it's like intermittently broken, so I keep filming on that camera, filming on this camera, and there's just been a lot of different issues trying to get this one video together. But hopefully this is the one, because I'm feeling like it's the one. I just did a whole, you know, nice little wash and go. My hair is fresh and stuff like that. I feel good. I am good and stuff like that. So yeah, the service has been good. I'm happy with the service. And you know, she works very intimately on her page and stuff like that. And what I mean by that is, if you are looking for someone who's hands-on and who's going to communicate with you and just really help you get the texture that you want and get the hair that you want, I think this is a good company to go with. So yeah, that is all I have to say about this company. I hope that you guys are well and good. Thank you so much for tuning into this video and, you know, just showing me a bunch of love and support. I love you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you guys and talking to you guys again. I hope all is well. Sending peace and blessings to your house this holiday season. And yeah, that is it. So I'll talk to you guys later.